being nice is not enough. You might be the philanthropist who has fed the most number of people, gave jobs, or helped the most number of people. But if you missed the most important part of what it means to be a Christian, then your works are empty. If you miss out on what is most important to God, then you miss out on the growth opportunity with what you have done. The shepherds, um, in today's first reading, heard it the hard way from Ezekiel. In today's first reading, uh, God told them, "You are shepherds, but do you take care of your flock with love, or do you just see them as objects to get products from, or just get livelihood? You are shepherds, and as shepherds, you should take care of your flock." In our gospel today, Jesus tells us the same thing. We might be doing our job, but if we miss out on love, then we just compare ourselves with others. We find resentment, we find depression, we find sadness, we find emptiness, even in the good things that we have done, even in the things that are supposed to be holy. The people in our gospel today, the morning workers, they achieved a lot, but they discounted that when they saw the afternoon workers receiving the same thing. You know, the basic message is it is not how much you receive, but how much you give. Because it is not in getting something in return that you find meaning in what you do. We deserve nothing because of our sinfulness. And the irony is, God wants us that way. Because when we keep things for ourselves, when we do things asking for return, is when we do not receive anything. But when we give fully, not comparing ourselves with others or comparing others with us, is when we receive the most. That is why a lot of people are depressed and feeling lost in our times. They look for meaning in what they achieve. They look for meaning in what they have done. They look for meaning in how others look at them. But God reminds us the most important thing is love. Love for God and love for those that He loves. If you miss out on those things, then you will still feel empty. Do not compare yourselves to others, but rather ask yourself, did I do what God wanted me to do? Did I fulfill what God asked me to do? And that should be enough as a reward. And do not worry about other things. God is not a stingy God. He will bless you. But do not think mistakenly that you deserve uh, more, because God is always just. But if you give yourself properly, if you give yourself fully to God, then He is a very generous God. Not because He wants anything in return, but because emptying yourself allows Him to outpour more into you. So ask yourself tonight, today, what are the things that you do for God? But do not forget to ask the most important thing. Why are you doing those things? Is it to get something or to ask something in return? Or is it because you love? And it is that love that drives you to do those things out of gratitude.